Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Will Warren. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And here is Devers. Ball 1, no strikes.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Next offering is fouled back. That's outside. And a count now even up. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Come on, Will.
Just missed.
Outside.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He nails one out to right. His 14th of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. In a 2-0 count, a hitter is on high alert. This is what you live for, to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle, and he hit that pitch really hard. Nice home run.
Carlos Narvaez digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Warren, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. The pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And he swings over the top there. Gets to it onto first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. And that's that. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back in the Bronx. And the right-hander with the good curveball. It's Walker Buehler. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
That's down and in. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Rafaela makes the grab, one down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Aaron Judge stands in now and watches strike one. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. There comes an 0-2 to Judge. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder, Cody.
And here comes Bellinger. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
And there's a ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That's the third out. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the rookie DH, Marcelo Meyer. Warren back to work. That's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Abraham Toro will hit next. Just missed. Meyer leads off second with nobody out. That one missed. Ed Drummond, our umpire, behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Next offering is in for a strike. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good. But outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And a 3-1 on the way. And ball four to a board. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And he makes it up to third with one away.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, David Hamilton.
And here is David Hamilton. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Runners are at the corners, one away. Lifted in the air, out to left. Dominguez gliding in towards the infield. Makes a nice running catch. And there's two away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Christian Campbell in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
1-0.
And another ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. And makes the grab. And that is that. Boston strands a pair, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium. And now
Yankees,
Paul Goldschmidt.
the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Walker Buehler will go back to work. And that one is inside ball one. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Right through there for a strike. That one at 95, missed up top. 2-2. Fly ball to right. Abreu pulls it down. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And a foul ball. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Hey, high, 3.
Swings and misses. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Buehler looked to first, and he dives back in safely. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. And there's a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. That's to third. Gloves it on the dive. To his knee, the throw. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Batting it, the catcher, Este.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Corners are occupied with 2 down. To third. In time to Devers. That's the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back for more from the Bronx. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1.
No.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Foul ball there.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Duran gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Outside.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Full count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Three-two now. And he chases that one. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting.
Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and great jump.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Warren checks the runner. Durant back in on a dive. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Ball.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Let's go, Yankees.
And
Ball
another
2.
ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And a foul ball. Hard hit left side. Over to first. Out. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Hit in the air, left field, Durant. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Trent.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's Trent Grisham. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
1 ball.
And the count 1-2. And that 1 missing low. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rafaela. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The designated hitter, number 99, Aaron.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. Right down the chute, 0-1.
Oh, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Strike 2.
No balls.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Upstairs.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. They still trail 1-0. Back here in New York, start of the 4th. Now it's the DH, Marcelo Meyer. Meyer, 22 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and he'll be safe at first.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now, Abraham Toro. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the 0-2. He goes down looking.
The center fielder, number 3,
At the plate, Ceddanne Rafaela. 0 for 1 so far. That's inside. Man at first, 1 away.
Go home, Red Sox.
Line drive. Come on.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. Fly to left his first time.
Hamilton.
Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner around second. Meyer around third. He will score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. Flied out his first time. Inside, just missed. That one finds the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Red Sox leading it by 2.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. Red Sox with an RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in New York, John Giambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Cody Bellinger. High in the air, out to right. Abreu should have this one. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Woo,
he was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Flied to right his first time. Ball one there.
1-0.
That misses the zone. Now 2-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Line drive. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13.
Now the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
Inside.
Red Sox by 2. Swing and a chopper out to short. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So the Yanks go in order, and they're down 2-0. Back now in the Bronx. Now batting Jaron Duran. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swings through that one out in front that time. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball is going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Next offering is downstairs.
3-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Pickoff throw, Duran back on a dive.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Tap foul at the plate. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ian Hamilton up and throwing. Yarbrough also throwing. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And Raffy falls victim to the K.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Will Warren won't go any further tonight, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
New
for the
York
Yankees, Ryan Yarbrough.
Number 33.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered here in this one. And that's outside. And that's ball one. Duran at first, one gone. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. That one
That's
down
foul.
the line, and foul ball.
Come on, punch him out.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Oh, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
And next for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Clips the outside corner. That's strike one. Two outs. And ball one. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave one. They're up 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Buehler back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Slides, but it gets by him.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And now, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And that's in there for strike one. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. The throw, tag, and he's out.
I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1-2.
Outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that just misses. 1 out, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Rafaela under it. Nabs it. And there are 2 down.
The catcher, number 28, Austin.
So digging in, Austin Wells. Grounded out his first time.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Dives and he can't hang on. He beats the throw and the defense comes away with nothing. So man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Now a screamer into the outfield. Stretches out and hauls it in. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail things here 2-0. Back in the Bronx, top 6. And now the DH, Marcelo Meyer. And that's outside.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for Boston,
Man at first,
the third baseman,
Abraham Toro getting ready to hit.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
First pitch, and he just misses. Meyer aboard here at first with nobody out. That one the other way. 1 at second. Over to first, safe. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
And stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. And there's the strike. The shortstop takes the ball. And that is out of play. cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Yankees nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Yankees.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Grisham.
First pitch just misses. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ground ball right
That's a
side,
foul ball.
and that's just foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Narvaez collects, fires to first, in time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Singy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Close, but called the ball. And the count is 1-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Outside low, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
1 down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. In the dirt, ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
High fly ball out towards left center. Duran makes the catch, inning over.
Now pitching
out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell.
Christian Campbell.
Let's go, Yankees.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Hamilton, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. Next pitch is downstairs.
Too low.
Center field. Grisham trying to get there. And there's one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Here's the left fielder, Jaron Duran. Couple of walks and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Hamilton,
ball, no
a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Activity in the bullpen. Brent Hedrick appears to be getting loose. De Los Santos, the right-hander, also getting loose. 2-0. And that's down and away.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Draws the walk there.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boog?
One gone, runner at first. And next for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Late swing, foul to the left. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Next pitch is outside.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Next offering is down low. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Duran at second. Devers at first. One gone. And that misses as well.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
No strike.
Carlos Narvaez on deck for Boston. Two on, one out. That one at the knees for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Golden opportunity right here. This one high in the air to left center. Grisham settles under it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Meyer in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swung on, Broken back grounder to third. Over to Goldie. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
This is a beautiful play. The bare hand grab at third throws off balance to first base to end the inning. If you play third base, it's got to be one of your favorite ones to watch.
Back in the Bronx, set for the last half of the seventh. Goldie steps into the
Leading off
box.
for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And a foul ball. The Yankees looking to rally. That one is absolutely belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boo. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Inside. 1-2 to count. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Walker Buehler will depart, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for the Red
Brennan
Sox,
Bernardino gets handed the
Number
rock out of the
83.
pen.
Should be a good first
Brennan
matchup for him here.
Bernardino.
He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
So up next, Anthony Volpe, 1 for 2. Oh, look at the stop. Off balance feed. There's 1 and 2. In time to first for the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Jason Dominguez, the next to hit. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And that one hit to first. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
New
and
York
a new arm on the
Yankees,
mound to start the 8th.
Number
Yeri De Los
73.
Santos.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So stepping in for Boston,
Leading off
Jaron
tonight for
Duran.
Boston,
He's
the
going to
left
finish with a new
Jaron
career high in stolen bases,
Duran.
Chris. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double to start the game.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
baseman,
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Devers now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. That clips the corner.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Line drive, and it goes just foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And the sweeper misses.
2-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. And that's downstairs. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Duran, the runner at second with 1 away. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third, and he's out.
Well, I can see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Right side. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Red Sox go down quietly. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in New York, and towing the slab in this one, Walker Buehler. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Trent Grisham leading things off and takes a strike. Ground ball right side, and that one handled in plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, Boog, and he's the engine of this offense. There's no question about it. Leading the team in average, home runs, and RBI. Man, there's very little that he can't do at the plate, and this team absolutely depends on him for a lot of their production.
Here comes Aaron Judge. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Judge rips that one. Rafaela under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Cody.
2 outs, base is empty.
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first
1-0.
offering is not close. Swing and a ball drilled center field. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. Scoreless after 1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. New inning getting started. And here's the rookie catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Warren back to work. That's too low. 1-0. Narvaez getting the starting catcher, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was born in Venezuela. Line drive, speared at first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Marcelo
Meyer up next for the Red Sox. There's a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. Boots it. Still able to fire over. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
The third baseman, Abraham Toro.
2 down, bases empty. Abraham Toro up next for the Red Sox. Right through there for a strike. Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
2 outs, base is empty. That one misses. Now 1-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. Dominguez moving under this one. And that is that. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Now the 0-1. That's a little bit low. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Next offering is in the dirt. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there. And with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Toro settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Anthony.
So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Volpe.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Wastes no time there. Caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Back in New York, on to the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Volpe pulls it in on the run.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Bellinger in a full sprint. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Not close with that one, and the count's even at 2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Christian Campbell digs in now. There's the strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Next offering is fouled back. Top of the third, no score. Battling here as he fouls it away. Out to short, Volpe. Tosses across the first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Boston. Still no score. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez.
First pitch misses. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs. Foul ball there.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out.
With that kind of velocity,
Second,
an elevated
the catcher,
fastball, even
Austin.
if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. First
Ball.
pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed
2
there.
strikes.
Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the
Batting
gap
ninth,
in right
the
center.
second
That's
baseman,
one of those
Oswald.
atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Peraza.
Oswald Peraza now at the plate. First
No.
pitch, and he just misses.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 outs. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
1-2.
Off the
Ball.
mark there. Now 2 and
2
2.
balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Pitch
Full
misses,
count.
and it's 3 and 2. Oh, what a stop. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jarren Duran.
Get out of here, Red Sox. Come on, Yanks, let's go. Let's go, New York.
This one smoked out to left. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rafael.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Fourth inning underway, no score. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
On the ground, right side, Peraza. And Devers is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Grounded out his first time. Outside low, ball 1.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And it's even up.
1-1.
Just missed. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. That one just misses, and the count is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Bellinger pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. No score. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom 4. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him swinging.
The designated hitter, number
Here
99,
is Aaron Judge. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And Judge spoils that one. Oh, 1 down. And ball 1 to Judge.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
That one just misses.
2-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Foul ball. Pitch misses there. Going to count 1 and 2. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing across here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied 0-0. Back in the Bronx, stepping in, Carlos Narvaez. Warren back to work. Fouled off left side.
You know, these Red Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And now a flare into left, and it stays fair.
Now batting.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Now here's the Red Sox DH, Marcelo Meyer. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Struck him out looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Abraham Toro up next for the Red Sox. He's been a great free agent sign. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that one pulled foul. Man at first, one away. That missed by a lot. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
A changeup missing. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights it off, he'll see another. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Come on, New York. Come on, New York.
Rafaela batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. 2 on, 2 outs. That one pulled foul. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We head to the bottom of the
Leading off
fifth.
for
Paul
the
Goldschmidt
Yankees,
now.
the first baseman, Paul
Goldie goes
Goldschmidt.
6 feet 3 inches, 37 years young. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
One
You know,
ball,
these
one strike.
Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Buehler turns, kicks, fires. That just
No,
misses.
off the plate.
The count now 2-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch.
Now
Top of the
batting,
strike zone. We're
third baseman,
seeing more
yeah.
fastballs in that location. Hitters,
Jr.
especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First time up was a pop out. That's
Ball.
off the inside corner. Ball 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control,
The batter, number
autopilot,
11.
just dominating these
Shortstop,
hitters. I mean, it
Anthony.
doesn't look like it's a fun at bat.
Bullpen.
And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
So up next, Anthony Volpe. And
No,
misses
that's a ball.
inside.
1-0.
And it's fouled away.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Just
no.
missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 outs. Line drive, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's going to be Jason Dominguez.
Right.
That one finds the zone, and that's
No
strike
ball.
1.
As a
strike.
pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. The Yanks leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Christian Campbell getting ready to hit.
Leading off for the Red
Campbell
Sox,
having
the
a lot
second
more
baseman,
success on the road
Christian
this season.
Campbell.
That
Ball,
one missing
go.
inside. Movement in the Yankees pen. Jonathan Loaisiga getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Cruz getting loose as well. Popped up. Peraza makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder,
Jarren Duran will hit next. 1 for 2.
Let's go, Yankees.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. One out, bases empty. That one almost got him. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Bases empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now it's Devers at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Hit in the air, center field. Grisham has this one sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. There we go, bottom 6. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. First pitch misses.
Ball 2.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And up next for New York, Oswald Peraza. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Gets under and pops it up. Hamilton hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Trent
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brennan Bernardino, the left-hander, up and throwing. Guerrero, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Buehler deals. Popped up first base side. Devers in position. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. One left for the Yankees, and we are still scoreless.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jonathan Loaisiga. He's been so good against lefties.
Loaisiga.
And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Just missed.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And another ball.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That one missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
In the air to left, down the line. Dominguez. And there's one down.
The batter, the catcher,
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox.
Let's go, New York. Let's go, Yankees.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Here we go.
And he grounds one to the right side. Peraza fires to first in time.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter,
Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox.
Here we go, Yanks. Let's go, Yankees.
And there's a strike.
You can do it, Yanks.
And now it's even up. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Almost got him to commit, but he held back.
Ground ball up the middle. Peraza fires over to first. Third out. Bottom of the seventh.
Leading
and
up
now
for the Yankees,
Cody Bellinger.
the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one fouled off. And Belly goes down on strikes.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Right through there for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle. That's a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Walker Buehler will depart, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the Red
new
Sox,
pitcher in the game, Brennan
number
Bernardino.
83.
This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. Now the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike three.
Bogey just ran out of patience. There took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Rip towards third. They get the force. That is the inning. So a strong showing there from the Boston bullpen. We look ahead to inning number 8, and we still have no score. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's going to be Abraham Toro. Loisaga back to work. And fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Ball one there. Action in the pen down there. Devin Williams up and loosening in the pen. Cruz also getting ready. Loisaga fires. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That's down and in. Got him. And that's the first out.
Well, just ripped a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike.
And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Now 1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Zips it across. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And now the shortstop, David Hamilton.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Oh, great stop. The throw. Well, a great effort, but he can't get the out, and now the winning run is on.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Campbell lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Next pitch is outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Two outs, and that is out of play. And that's down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Pablo Reyes. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. And that drops in for a strike. On the ground, right side, Campbell throws to first in time, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now here is Austin Wells. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1. And that one is inside ball one.
1-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
That's a ball.
Oswald Peraza in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. That one close, ruled a ball. 1-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Devers, and the Yanks go quietly. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. It's the 9th, and we are tied.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Back to the top of the order. Leading off, Jarren Duran. 1 for 3. Bunting for a hit. Barehand grab, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out, and way to go.
Here's Rafael Devers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. One down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 3 in this one. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Ready to go? And the batter now, Jaron Duran. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. Fastball for a strike. And we're underway.
First pitch, 7:07.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Rafael Devers up to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Not even close there. And a count 2-1. 1 out, bases empty. Just missed.
3-1.
Swinging a foul straight back. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Out to center. Grisham settles under it. Snags it for the 2nd out. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Sox 0, Yanks coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now in the Bronx. And on the hill today, it's Walker Buehler. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. That one fouled off. Buehler fires.
1-2.
And that is downstairs. And it's 2-2. That one
Full
way
count.
inside. Swings and misses, struck him out. Aaron Judge at the plate. First offering misses badly for ball one.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
And Judge takes a strike.
Part 2.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Cody Bellinger in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And the next pitch is way outside. Headed towards the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third, and he held up. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Base hit.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
So 2 down. Paul Goldschmidt digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Bellinger off of first with 2 away. Buehler looked to first. Bellinger dives back. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Duran. And that's the 3rd out. The Yanks leave 1. We played an inning. No score. Back in New York, top of the 2nd. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Carlos Narvaez. Warren back to work. Narvaez will handle the catching duties in this one. 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
And next for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer. That's a little high. And that's ball one. No score here in the second. Ripped to short. Slings it across.
He's out.
2 away.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Abraham Toro.
2 outs, base is empty. Abraham Toro up next for the Red Sox. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. And that misses. And a count 2-1. Fought off foul. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that drops foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. No runs, no hits, no errors. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Walker Buehler will go back to work. That misses the zone. Ball one. And another ball.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound. He's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Swing and a pop-up. Toro. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
That's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swing and a foul straight back. Fouled off down the right side. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rafaela gets under it, brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Swings and misses. And it's 1-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
No, that's
just missed. Lifted in the air, right field. Bellinger makes the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the grab, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting none, the second baseman, Christian
So digging
Campbell.
in, Christian Campbell.
Get out of here, Red Sox.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Ball.
That one inside. 1-1. In the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go
Leading off
to the
for the
last of the
Yankees,
third.
the
And now the
catcher,
catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells.
Wells.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Batting none, the second
Oswald
baseman,
Peraza
Oswald
stepping in now for the Yankees.
Peraza.
That's in there. Strike one. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. That
Ball.
misses. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch
center
sequence
fielder,
right there. I'm
number
telling you
12.
what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Grisham.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Struck out swinging his first time. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Yanks held in check. Still no score. Back at Yankee Stadium, now batting Jarren Duran.
Jarren.
If there's nobody on in
Duran.
front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Goldie steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Rafael Devers.
And here is Devers. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, Yankees, let's go.
Outside
Ball,
low. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball
No,
is
outside.
outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike
2
1.
balls,
Spin
1
rate's
strike.
outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Right through there for a strike. And Devers hits that one. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder.
So 2 down
Wilyer
now, and here is
Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu. Went down on strikes his first time through. And ball
1-0.
1 to the right fielder. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a foul ball. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
Bounced up the middle. Peraza sends it to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. And we're still knotted at 0. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
up
4.
for the
Now
Yankees,
it's Aaron Judge
the
up to the
designated
plate.
hitter, Aaron
When he steps into the batter's box,
Judge.
the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area. You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. Man, he smoked that fastball. It's
batting,
all
the
over
right
it.
fielder,
It's just
Cody
frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time
Bellinger.
up, he'll find a hole.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Check swing went around, and that
No
is
ball,
strike
2
2.
strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Paul
Now
Goldschmidt.
batting,
Fly to
first
left his
baseman,
first
Paul
time.
Goldschmidt.
That one is hammered right field. Abreu going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Ready now for the
Leading
5th
off for
inning.
Boston,
And here's the
the catcher,
catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
Narvaez.
Warren back to work. And that's
No.
off the inside edge.
One ball,
and
no
that
strike.
is ball one.
You know, these Red Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far.
Ball
We're in the back
outside.
half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That to right. And he makes the catch. And there's one away.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Marcelo Meyer getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Meyer, in his rookie season, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2021. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Toro takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
The Red Sox yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Red Sox go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. Back here in New York, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He was late there. Strike one.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Buehler winds and fires. Foul ball, still 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. So up next, Anthony Volpe. He's over one. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Buehler turns, kicks, fires.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. This one popped up. Campbell. He's got it, and there's two away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
And now Jason Dominguez. Nice curveball for a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Let's go, New York.
He goes down looking. Down in order go the Yankees. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Cedon Rafaela. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The dream of a perfect game turns out to be just that, thanks to this hit. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Go ahead run on base. David Hamilton now at the plate. First offering, and it just misses. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. Campbell having a lot more success on the road this season. And fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that one fouled off. Go ahead run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jarren Duran, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Rafaela on second. Hamilton over at first with one away. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That one not close. And the count 1-2. And that one gets past the catcher. And the runners will move up.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
Next offering is down low.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Rafael Devers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Taps softly to the right side. Down the line, and it's foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. One runs in.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Struggling on the road this season, better results at home. Swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ian Hamilton getting ready to go. Yarbrough warming up as well. First and third, one down. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1.
Ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Runners are at the corners, one away. On the ground to Jazz. Slings to second, and that's two.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back in the Bronx,
Leading
bottom of the
for the
sixth.
Yankees,
Here's the Yankees
the
catcher
catcher,
now, Austin Wells.
Well.
And that one upstairs, ball one. Tap foul at the plate. Falling behind 2-1. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. That's off the mark. Counts full, 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Buehler deals. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Now batting, the second
Here's
baseman,
the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's a little bit high, and that's ball one. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Abreu makes the catch. Out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Trent.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it remains 2-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Narvaez down to first.
He's out.
And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. So they bring on the veteran, Ryan Yarbrough.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this
Now
year,
pitching
and that's
for
his
the
first
Yankees,
test. This looks like a good
number
move to the pen
33.
in terms of the matchup.
Ryan Yarbrough.
Now at the plate, Wilyer
Leading off for the
Abreu.
Red Sox, the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
There's a high chopper,
No, that's
but
foul.
it kicks foul. And
Ball.
takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Outside low, 2-2. And a breaking
Full
ball
count.
misses outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Next to hit, Carlos Narvaez. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
And next is the designated hitter, Marcelo Meyer. He swings and fouls one off. That misses.
1-1.
And a count even 1-1. And that
2-2.
skips in the dirt. Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Abraham.
Now a chance for
Toro.
Abraham Toro.
Come on, New York.
That's to 3rd. Jazz tosses to
He's
first.
out.
And that is the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They lead it 1-0. here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Bottom of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge. Late swing fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one outside. And 1-1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Brennan Bernardino preparing to come on if needed. Guerrero, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Jump throw. Got him. Nice play.
That play